New Year, man. It's 2024. Happy New Year, man. I know all of y'all, I'm sure y'all got some type of excitement, whether it's some things you want to accomplish in your life, whether you want to make this year the best year of your life. I don't know if you want to get in shape. You see the title of this video, and I'm going to be talking about attaining your greatest physique. Maybe it's that. Maybe there's other things that you want to do in life. Maybe you're ready to make it financially and at another level. Maybe you want to reach a new level financially. Whatever it is, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm here to say that, look, it can be done. We can do whatever we put our minds to. And that's exactly what this video is going to be talking about. Attaining your greatest physique. All right. I'm glad I got y'all in here, man. 2024, man, we're coming with a whole new grind. We're coming with a whole new grind. It's all about taking things to the next level. And I'm super happy that I got y'all here today. So we're going to be talking about attaining your greatest physique. Now, right now, y'all bear with me, okay? People that's watching, look, if you're excited about hearing about attaining your greatest physique, I want you to go ahead and like the video. Throw a like on the video. It's not to validate me. It's not to make me feel like, oh, man, I'm liked. I'm loved. Oh, thank you. No. You got to do this for YouTube, all right? Show YouTube that you appreciate their platform and you appreciate what it is that I'm talking about. So right now, guys, I'm just going to go on here on YouTube real quick so I can see the chat. And I'm getting things set up, guys. It's the first time that I'm doing it this way. If y'all been watching me for a while, y'all know I don't never do it in this way, so this is a new way. Gonna be a lot of new stuff this year on the channel in terms of how things are set up. So real quick, let me see. I just need to pull up this live real fast on my YouTube channel. Now look, some of y'all, you're gonna be watching this, and this is gonna be the replay or obviously the recording. Look, soak in everything that I talk about. This live ain't gonna be super long, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go through, hit everything I need to hit. Real quick, the main keys on attaining your greatest physique. And don't worry, I'm gonna be coming with a whole series to really help y'all capitalize on the value and the information you need to attain your greatest physique, all right? Now, like I said, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going in and I gotta set up my background screen so I can see the comments and stuff that y'all got, all right? It's just taking me a second, but I'm about to get on there. And I know y'all probably like, man, get your stuff together. Look, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get stuff together for 2024. All right, if you clicked on this video, you see what the title is. Y'all know it's game time. It's game time. So don't worry, I'm about to click on the video right now, all right? There you go. All right, let me pull this up. Skills, all right, there we go. Make sure I mute this so that it's not, I ain't getting no back feed. And we're about to get into it. We're about to get all the way into it. It's 2024, baby. Hey, no more games are being played. No more games are being played. You know what? Hopefully this populates the way that I want it to populate. And we're gonna get it going. But listen, feel free to comment in the chat. This is a Q&A. I'm gonna go in with the material, but this is a Q&A. So feel free to comment in the chat if need be. And we're gonna go from there, all right. So first and foremost, all right, if you are looking to attain your greatest physique, you're gonna have to do some stuff this year that you've never done before. You're gonna have to do some stuff that you have never done before, meaning you're gonna have to tap into an energy that you ain't even really fully utilized yet. Everybody's different. Everybody got their own struggles. Everybody got their own stuff that they need to overcome. Everybody get in their own way, in their own way. But 2024, it's time to do things that you normally don't do. That's what's gonna bring about change. You see what I'm saying? It's insane and it's crazy for us to think that we can make change if we don't change what we're doing. Point blank, period. If we think that we just gonna have this great physique and our body gonna look way better without us doing anything to change that, we are going crazy. We're going nuts if we think that we're gonna be able to change something without doing anything different. So that's the first thing that we're gonna have to accept right now. If you want to have the greatest physique that you've ever had, you're gonna have to do some new stuff. We're gonna have to do something differently this time. We can't go with doing the same stuff we've been doing year after year after year. Every beginning of the year, oh, it's New Year's, man. I got a New Year's resolution, man. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna lose this weight, I'm gonna do that. And then after 2 weeks, we're not doing anything. 2024, that ain't happening. That ain't gonna work 2024. If we want to attain the greatest physique that we've ever had, we gotta do something different. That's the first tip right there. We gotta do something different. So whatever we was doing before, apparently it wasn't working. Now it's time to tap into a new energy that we typically don't even tap into. And that's what I'm here to encourage y'all to do this time. It's January 2nd, man. It's time to pull out some energy that you usually don't tap into. If you're excited to hear this information, man, go ahead and throw a like on this video right now. If you serious and you really like, yo, I really want to attain my greatest physique, what's my greatest potential? That's what we need to be pushing for. We don't need to be looking on YouTube and Instagram and looking at all these people and looking at their bodies and saying, oh, I want to look like them. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to be motivated and inspired by people who look good, but we don't need to be trying to look like them. We need to be attaining our greatest physique. We need to see what our greatest physique is and what our greatest physique is going to look like. Because at the end of the day, that's the truth. That's the reality. You might see somebody on Instagram and your body ain't going to look like theirs because they got different genetics and they are a different person and entity than you are. So that's the key that I want to make sure that we touch on before I even go into any tips on this video, because these are the things that really matter. See, change is going to come whether we like it or not. But if we want to direct the change and if we want the outcome of the change to look how we want it to look, that means we got to have some intention behind what we're doing. Because if there ain't no intent, it's not going to go the way we want it to go. So at the end of the day, that's the first thing I want to put in your hearts. If you want to attain your greatest physique and if you want to look your greatest potential, then there's some new things you got to do and you got to change some stuff. So one of the best sayings that I love is, a lot of people, they're either planning to succeed, or they're either planning to fail or they're failing to plan. One or the other. You're either failing to plan or you're planning to fail. So the first key thing that's going to help you do this is get together a plan. Like, figure out, what is it going to take for me to attain this physique? What do I need to do? You got to figure out where you stand right now. You need to figure out where's your weight right now. You got to figure out where's your body at right now. What do you want to improve? What do you want to do? Lay all that out. That's how we plan stuff. It's by us first figuring out where are we at currently. So figure out where you are currently. Get your weight. Get your measurements if you have the time or if you want that type of detailed information. And figure out where you stand now. Where's your body fat percentage at? Go somewhere that can kind of give you somewhere of a close estimate of where your body fat is. Figure out where your body fat is. Figure out what your measurements are, your arms, your legs, your calves, your back, your chest, your waist. Figure out where you stand right now. If you don't know where you are right now, how are you going to know how to get to where you want to get to if you don't even know where you at right now, right? If we don't know where we are right now, how the heck we going to get to where we want to get to? It's going to be a struggle. So boom, figure all that information out. All right, you got your body fat percentage. You see how much you weigh. You see how big your arms are, your legs, all these different parts of your body. All right, bet. Now you got to ask yourself, how do I want to improve? Like, how do I want to improve? What do I want to look like? Where am I? What is a landmark or a goalpost that I want to reach? You figure out where you at currently, then you got to figure out where you want to go. All right, bet. Boom. I'm gonna just do an example. I'm gonna do an example. And look, feel free to comment in the chat. If y'all are interested in this, throw a like on the video. Throw a like on the video. All right, bet. You get all this information, you figure out where your body fat percentage is, you figure out where your muscles are, the measurements of your muscles, your waist. All right, now it's time to figure out where you want to go. So I'm gonna do like a little avatar. I'm gonna give y'all an example. So say there's a guy, he like, all right, bet. Currently, my body fat percentage is 25% body fat. You know, I ain't gonna go into the muscle sizes and them, but my body fat percentage is 25% body fat. My total weight is 230 pounds, and his height is, I don't know, 5'10", okay? So, at the end of the day, the best body fat percentage to be at, just for your body to function as a man the way it's supposed to and the way it was created to, one of the best areas of body fat where you should be is between 10% and like 13% body fat. That's gonna help your body perform in the way that it needs to and it was created to. Your body should function a lot better. You should be in a better position in terms of building muscle. You're gonna look better, you're gonna feel better, right? When we start getting up to 18, 19, 20% body fat, over 20% body fat, that's when a lot of complications come into play. And listen, I know all too well about this because I was there recently. I was at 20% body fat recently. I'm coming down now. The biggest thing when it comes to attaining a better physique, two things. It's gonna be one, building muscle and focusing on maintaining muscle if you're looking to lower your body fat, okay? Muscle is the biggest thing. You need to have muscle on your body. More muscle, better testosterone levels, better everything. You'll be stronger, faster metabolism. The list goes on, okay? You need to have muscle. So your main objectives should be building muscle, okay? If you're gonna go ahead and start lowering your body fat so that you can be leaner, your main goal should be maintaining muscle, okay? This is how you're gonna attain your best physique. So the first thing I'm gonna say to this guy, the avatar that I said is look, it's time to lower your body fat, man. It's time to lower your body fat, okay? It's time to go through a fat loss phase. Now, when you embark in your fat loss phase, there's specific things that you're gonna have to do. For one, the first thing you got to figure out is how much food am I eating right now? And how am I maintaining the weight where I'm at right now? You're gonna have to figure out what your medium point is. You're gonna have to figure out, what am I doing right now? What are my eating habits? How are my eating habits and the way that I eat each day? How is it keeping me here and why am I here? Once you figure that out, and I'll go ahead and give you a quick tip on how to do that. All you gotta do is just keep eating the same way you've been eating and just track it, right? Keep eating the same way you've been eating and track it. Keep working out and training the same way you've been working out and training and track your food, okay? That's one good way to do it. Another way is, I always encourage, anytime I get with a client or I have a client, I always encourage this before we even get into a fat loss phase. I just tell them to try to start focusing on eating at home more often, making sure you're getting protein, good protein in, and do that and track that. And let's see what your body doing, let's see what your weight do. A lot of the times if people are eating out all the time and they're doing, drinking soda all the time, eating out, they're gonna notice a great difference in their body weight. And they're gonna even notice that their body fat is gonna start to lower just by them switching from eating out. I've had clients literally lose 10 pounds in a week. We ain't even on no fat loss phase. I just got them in the gym training, focusing on building muscle, and all they did was up their protein, stop eating out every day, brought it down to maybe like 1 day a week, and they lost 10 pounds just off of that. But the key of this beginning phase is to, for one, figure out what you're doing to maintain the weight that you're at, figure out how many calories you're eating to maintain where you're at, so that we can then start to gradually take you through a deficit, which means decrease your caloric intake, lower how much food you're eating. You wanna do this stuff gradually. The biggest mistake that people make is they're like, oh, I wanna lose weight, I wanna get lean, I wanna boom, I wanna bow. They super motivated. It's January 1st, man. It's a new year. I'm about to lose weight. And then they cut all their calories down and they cut it all the way down to 1,500 calories a day. And they running and jogging and getting on the treadmill. And they don't know that they just messing their metabolism up. They're just putting themselves in a way worse position. This is why people need to hire a trainer. People sleep on the value and the benefits that you gain from getting a trainer. It don't matter if they're online, if they know what they're doing, it don't matter if they're online or in person. You will learn gems in game so that you won't even need a trainer no more once you go through the cycle and you learn how to do the system. It's just a game. It's a system on how to learn your body and how to change it and transform it. It's a game. Once you learn the rules of the game, you got it. I had clients, and I don't have to train them anymore. They don't even need me anymore. And that was the goal when they signed up with me. Every client I get, I'm like, hey, look, the goal is for you to not need me anymore. Once I give you this game, once I show you exactly how to do this, you won't need me anymore. You will graduate and you will leave. And you'll be able to do whatever you want to do with your body. Put on muscle, gain weight, lose it, lower body fat. You're going to be able to do whatever you need to do with your body because you understand your body and you know the game now. So that's what this beginning portion is for. It's so that you understand where you are currently, and then once you know specifically how many calories you eat in a day and what it's taking for you to maintain this weight, 230 pounds, as I said about the avatar, then we're gonna gradually do a caloric deficit. Gradually, okay? Gradually. I know a lot of people, you know, it's New Year's. A lot of people are like, man, I gotta get in shape. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to change my body, change my life. A lot of people just want to look good for spring break or summer. You got a good 5 to 6 months to really do that and kill that and chisel that and be ready. If you do it the right way, you'll attain a great physique within 6 months. Just have to do it the right way. So once you figure out where you stand and you know what you're doing to maintain your weight, you take on a workout regimen. You need to be training and lifting weights to build muscle and to retain muscle because this is the key. If you don't have muscle mass, you're not going to attain your greatest physique. You need to build muscle. Once you figure this out, it is time to start going through a caloric deficit and a cutting phase. There's phases to everything, and we have to start going through phases instead of trying to do a million things at one time. 1 week, you're like, all right, yeah, man, I'm on my fat loss. Then 3 weeks later, you're like, oh, yeah, man, now I'm focusing on building muscle. All right, yeah, and then another week, you're like, yeah, man, now I'm doing athletic training and I'm doing A, B, and C. You all over the place. I'm preaching to the choir. This has been me. That's why I have the right to say something about it. Before I had a trainer, before I got me a trainer, I didn't know the game. So I was doing all types of stuff and I was doing it the wrong way. And I'm wondering like, yo, why don't my body look like the way it should, or why am I not reaching my greatest physique? It's because it's a system that you got to follow. The key is when you embark on a cutting phase or a fat loss phase, you want to do this gradually, right? So I always get my clients to start off with as minimal cardio that's necessary, a minimal caloric deficit, where you're not doing you're not cutting your calories drastically. I like to get my clients to a place where they are lowering body fat and they're losing about 1 pound to 2 pounds a week with the methods that we're doing. And you just literally ride those same methods out until you're not losing the type of weight that you want to lose. So here's a great example of that. I usually start my guys out, or my people out, with about a 300 to 500 calorie deficit per day from their maintenance. We figured out what the maintenance is. Let's cut off 300 to 500 calories from that, right? A lot of the times that'll do it, right? But then, just to make sure that we're dotting all our I's and crossing all our T's, I'll also say, all right, I'm gonna have you walk for 20 minutes, just walking, 20 minutes, 3 days out of the week, 3 days out of the week. A lot of times I have them do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're just walking for 20 minutes, 20 minutes at a time. Decent pace, not too fast, walk. And I'm telling you, this works like a charm. I don't even want to say like a charm. I don't believe in that stuff. This works so effectively. I've had my clients do this for 3 to 4 weeks, even 5 weeks. I've had clients do the same thing for 5 weeks, and they consistently lose anywhere from 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week. And you just ride that out. Just ride it out. Just keep doing it. You don't have to fix anything if it's not broken. Keep doing that. Once you start doing that same pattern, you're being consistent. You're following your workout regimen. You're making sure that you're lifting, you're training, you're sticking to your workouts. You're doing your cardio 3 days a week. You keep this going until you reach a plateau. Now, one of the key things in being able to track your fat loss progress is by doing two things, 3 things mostly. I already said one of them, and it's tracking your calories every day, right? But doing it in a very strategic way, making it simple. Eating the same thing every day, but just switching up different things, but that equals out to somewhat of the same calories each day. You also want to focus on your weight. Don't become obsessed with the scale though, and don't go crazy about the scale. Just track your weight every morning before you drink anything or eat anything, and after you pee or get on the toilet, right? Track your weight. And do it every single morning and write that bad boy down somewhere. If you got my app, you can track your weight. You can type your weight in, track it, boom. What you're gonna learn over the course of, say, 4 weeks, you're gonna start to see what your weight is doing off of what you're doing, right? The actions that you're taking. You look at your weight, you see what it's doing throughout the week. Sometimes it may go down, it may go up a little bit, then it may go down. But as long as your weight is going downward from your check-in day to your next check-in day, if Monday is your check-in day, next Monday, hopefully your weight is down anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds, depending on what your fat loss goal is. And that's simple. But the key and the beautiful thing about tracking your weight every day is you can start to learn the waves and the patterns of what your weight does throughout the week. Then you'll start to be able to connect what everything is doing to your weight, what you eat, how intense you trained, the list goes on. But you will have a better and greater understanding of who you are and how your body reacts to what you're doing. This is going to be so powerful for you in terms of bringing your body to your greatest physique, right? This is the type of stuff you learn when you have a trainer. There's so much more to learn, but even with these things I'm saying right now to you, you're going to be able to do amazing things with your body if you follow what I'm saying. But these are the key things. If you're tracking these 3 things, what you're eating, your weight every single day, every morning, and also like your measurements. You want to track your measurement. Always track your waist, right? Always track your stomach and your waist to make sure that you're burning fat and you're not losing any muscle, okay? That's why in the beginning I said, measure out your arms, measure out certain muscles too, because if your muscles are staying the same size, but your stomach is lowering, that means you're burning fat. And the key reason why you need to understand this is because when you're tracking your weight every day and you're looking at your weight and you're like, wait, man, why is my weight not going down? The reason for that could clearly be because you are building muscle and burning fat at the same time. And the way for you to be able, the way that you can actually confirm that is by seeing how big your muscles are and seeing that your muscles, like say your arm, for instance, is staying the same, but your waist is coming down. That is proof that you are building muscle and losing fat at the same time. These are keys. These are gems that I'm giving y'all right now. I'm telling you, if you're liking this information, go ahead and throw a like on the video right now. All right? So this is why it's important to track things. A lot of people, I get it, I understand. It's tedious. But once you start tracking and you start doing it on a regular basis, it becomes a habit, and it's really second nature. It's not really that big of a deal once you start doing it on a regular basis, right? So, track your muscles, track your waist. Oh, we got it, we're down. Oh, okay. Oh, probably about another like 10 minutes. All right. You track your muscles, I'm sorry about that, y'all. You track your muscles, you track your weight, you track how much food you're eating, and you track, you track how much food you're eating. All of this stuff is gonna be great information to help you manipulate and control your weight loss and make it go however you need it to go. Point blank, period. So, once you get this point down, now we're gonna get to when you may reach that plateau, because you're gonna reach it. Our bodies are adaptive, meaning they adapt to whatever we do. If we walk into something, we fall, boom, and we cut our leg or something, our body is gonna adapt to that, meaning it's gonna heal, right? If we bruise something, if we tear a ligament, God forbid, if we do anything like that, our body adapts. That's our body. Our bodies are so amazing, but it's adaptive. So if you're doing something that's actually working and it's causing you to lower your body fat, eventually your body is gonna adapt. Eventually your metabolism is gonna adapt. It's gonna be like, yo, we are catabolic right now. We need to figure out what we need to do to come to a homeostasis, meaning come to a place where we're balanced. Because the body does not want to lose fat. Our body doesn't want to lose fat or lose weight, believe it or not, right? Our body looks at fat actually as survival. So once you start to lower your body fat, eventually you're gonna reach a plateau. And that's just the body reaching a state of homeostasis. Once it reaches that homeostasis, that's why you're having a plateau. It's really a good reason. Your body is like, look, I don't want you to die. Like, you see what I'm saying? So let's figure out what we need to do to balance this out. And when this happens, now you gotta get to a point where you combat that homeostasis. And this is where the adjustments come in. This is where the adjustments come in. You have to adjust what you're doing. You gotta make adjustments. So at this point, we might take a little bit of calories out of what you're eating, right? Or you may want to add 10 minutes to each 20-minute walk that you're taking 3 times a week. That's adding another 30 minutes of cardio to your week. So typically with my clients, sometimes I'll take some of the cardio down, right, at first. I mean, not take it down, add a little bit of cardio. And yeah, usually that'll do it. Or sometimes I'll take a little bit of the calories off of the caloric intake, maybe like 100 calories a day, and that does it. You can pick and choose what you want to do. At the end of the day, it depends on what your total caloric intake is, how you feel. Everybody's special. You may not want to cut at your food yet. You may be like, hey, you know what? I don't really want to cut at my food. I'm really enjoying eating this amount of food. Let me add 10 minutes a day to my cardio. Or let me add another day to my cardio, right? But it's all about balance. And typically you just play with that and you figure out what it is that I need to do to get over this plateau. And a lot of the times, guys, I just went through this. If y'all been watching me, y'all may know that I'm prepping for a contest, a bodybuilding contest. So I'm down 9 pounds right now, and I started at 279, and I'm down to 270 now. And I just recently had to adjust my calories, and that's all I did. I kept my cardio the same. I walked 30 minutes. Yeah, I walked 30 minutes 3 times a week. And then I just cut my calories down about 184 calories a day. Boom. That following week, I actually lost 2.5 pounds in that following week. I actually superseded. I went past my goal per week. And that's really all it takes, guys, to consistently go toward your greatest physique or to consistently lose fat. It's a system. You just got to kind of tweak things, but I always suggest that you tweak things gradually. That you don't go too hard and aggressive with your tweaks because you could essentially burn your body out. That's what I call it burning your body out. I always say to my clients, look, we don't want to burn you out. I don't want to burn your body out. So let's do this gradually. And what you'll notice with those gradual tweaks and changes, your fat loss will be back on point. And in all honesty, man, this is typically what you have to do. These are some of the bases and some of the main keys to keeping that consistent weight loss and keeping that consistent fat loss, right? Just gotta tweak a few things and, you know, do what you gotta do. I know I probably picked the wrong time to hop on here today because it's early. I'm in a new studio right now, so I just really wanted to test the studio out, and I've been so fired up to do content, y'all. So like, because this year I'm about to go ham with content. I know y'all heard me in the past kind of say, yeah, I'm about to do this, do that, and I don't really kill it. I'm telling you, this is the year. I'm about to go crazy. And it's just gonna be a lot of value for you guys. Y'all gonna be able to learn a lot about me this year. It's gonna be a lot of good content, man. So stay tuned for that. Valuable information, educational information, entertaining information, funny stuff, shareable stuff, just all types of stuff. So just stay tuned for that. But I think I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. This video was just to kind of give y'all like a little dosage of the keys of fat loss, because a lot of times when you get leaner, that'd be the biggest thing that'll make you look a lot better. But there's more. You know, when we go more on the longer scale of things, you have to have a plan. You have to understand cycles, and you have to understand that there's phases and cycles to everything. And depending on what your overall goal is, it could take you 6 months to completely reach it, or it could take you 5 years to completely reach it. It depends on what you're trying to do. It depends on where you are. You got to know where you are to get to where you're going, all right? So look, if y'all liked this video and enjoyed it, throw a like on the video, comment below. Let me know where you at, and let me know what you think about this video and if it's valuable for you. And if you're excited about me doing a part 2 to this, to go more in depth about other things and other factors that you need to keep in mind. Because listen, when you lower your body fat, you know, you gotta be strategic on your workout regimen, how you're lifting weights and how you're doing all of this stuff, okay? You have to understand all of these different things. You need to learn principles, modalities. You need to understand when you need to deload and give your body a break. You have to understand the way that you have to understand the concepts and the ways that you're lifting, and you wanna do it in a way where it blesses you and not hurts you, okay? There's something called SFR, it's called stimulus, it's pretty much called stimulus to fatigue ratio, okay? I'm gonna teach y'all about a lot of this stuff, but when you're cutting and when you're at a caloric deficit, your body is in a catabolic state. So you have to understand the difference between stimulus, muscle stimulus, and fatigue in the body. If there's too much fatigue in the body, that can cut into the stimulus of your muscles, meaning you're not gonna maintain as much muscle, right? So you have to find that sweet spot so that you can continue your fat loss, right? And still get a good muscular stimulus without too much fatigue. Don't worry, I'm gonna dig deep. And if y'all wanna hear and learn about this stuff, just throw a like on the video. Look, Happy New Year's, man. I'm excited about this year. It's gonna be lit, it's gonna be amazing. I'm hoping that I can lead 50 men to their greatest physique this year. I'm hoping that people could just watch. I'm praying that people could just watch what I'm about to put up on this platform and it change their lives. Look, until next time, y'all know who it is, Black Superman, superhuman, all day. Let's get it.